Hello, this is The Stalk, and today I'm going to review the Star Wars The Black Series Katan figure from The Mandalorian. So my first impressions of this figure are very good so far. In terms of the detail that I already see, it looks very photorealistic. So in terms of articulation, you can see there is wrist articulation, elbow articulation. Let me get that to work. Hang on. Well, it's kind of stiff right now where I had that in. It's there though. Shoulder articulation. I don't know why I forgot what it was called all of a sudden. Very good shoulder articulation. Waist articulation, which is a little bit stiffer, but it's not too stiff. Head articulation, which still works really good with the helmet on. Thigh articulation, which is that good stiffness. Well, it's a little bit too stiff, I think. I'm not complaining though. I'd rather the stiffness in the legs be more stiff than less stiff and then falling over like the previous. There's knee articulation that moves back like that. I'm pretty sure, okay, you can't move the knee pads. I know you could with the Axe Woves figure, so I didn't know. And then there's foot articulation. If I can get that to work. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of like a pivot where it can move either way. And then there's also the visor that comes down, like on most of these Mandalorian figures, which is very cool looking. I don't know what it is about these visors, but they seem to loosen up over time, so I try not to mess with them unless it's just for the video. But these are durable figures, so it should be fun. And then there's the jetpack that goes onto her back. In terms of details, you can see there is a lot of detail. Like, let me just start at the top on the helmet, and then I will take the helmet off. But you can see the helmet is very detailed with all the painting and stuff like there is in the show. Even the little scratches and stuff are there like they're supposed to be. They look very good. And you can see there's metallic paint on the sides for the earpieces. And then it goes up onto the visor thing. I think that's what that's called. And then you can see she has a little signet over here on the shoulder pads on both of them. So this is the pre-Mandalorian Season 3 design, of course. And then over here, you can see there's lots of little fabric details of little pockets and stuff. I really do like that. And then there's the little wrist pieces that go right there. And then the top of the hand pieces on there. It's different on both sides because most of the Mandalorians always have different weapons. And then she looks like she has the whistling bergs like Mando has on this arm. Only thing I wish they would have included, since we see her use it so much in the show, is the little purple shield pieces on the arms. That would be really cool if they would have included that, but they didn't. But maybe in a future figure. And then there's the jetpack. It's got some blue on it, and then it's also painted silver. It looks very cool, and it just pins into her back in a hole. Around the sides, you can see she has these holsters for the guns that you can stick the guns into, and then the little belt wrapping around here. And also underneath the holsters, you can see there is a little pads for the legs right there. The Beskar pads, I guess, is what they are. And then you can also see she has little knee pads that are also blue, and then the armor on the legs, and then the boots. So very, very detailed. So now I'll unmask her. I normally don't like doing this to figures because I feel like it messes with the helmet. So I'll just do it for the video. And you can see underneath she has the face. Very photorealistic to the actual character, to the point where it's almost creepy. At first I thought Wrecker had the most realistic face of any of these that I've seen, but I think she might even be even more real looking, especially around the hair and stuff in the back. But it looks very good, and you can see there's also a lot of movement in that. Boy, the face really is almost creepy. It's so real looking. So I normally just leave the helmet on. And then you can also see on the inside of the helmet, here, let me just get it focus in. I actually haven't even paid attention to the inside of the helmet, so there is something that I wonder if it's in there. Well, I kind of need a lot. Well, I'll just look and I'll tell you. Okay, what I was wondering was if the little visor piece actually had a little screw in there, and it does. You just really can't see it, so that's good that that is in there. And her helmet isn't as warped as Axe Woves. Actually, it's that perfect roundness for the helmet, so it goes right back on very easily like it should. Now on the front of the box, you can just see it just says Star Wars The Mandalorian. On the side, it shows a picture of Bo-Katan. And on the back, let me get the camera to focus. It says a little bit about her. On the other side is just the clear packaging, and that's everything on the box. She also has the two little guns that I forgot to mention. They're both the same, but they can go down into the holsters if you want. But as I was getting ready to say, this is actually a 10 out of 10 figure, I think, if I were to rate it. There's really nothing I'd change, and I like that they actually include the facing stuff underneath, since they did that with the Mandalorian one time. I think I didn't buy that figure because the face didn't look like him at all. But if they continue to do these photorealistic faces where it looks exactly like the actor, then I'd be more likely to buy more figures like this. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.